Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I'm Kelly Stewart, joined today with Bryan Leonard. Bryan, we're here. We're going to talk about football handicapping, but I just want to mention how awesome you've been doing this baseball season. I've got a nice little play from you tonight I'm pretty excited about already, but up 130 units on the season. Can you tell everybody how well this MLB season's been for you?
I keep waiting for a losing streak to happen, and it doesn't happen. We're 17-4 off of a loss. It's just been amazing. You can see my hair's a little bit longer. I told my wife I was not going to get a haircut until I went on a losing streak. I hope by the next time you see me, my hair will be as long as yours.
Oh my gosh, that's great. I love that. She's probably like, babe, can you just go get a haircut?
That's what she said. One day she goes, okay, looks good. The next day she goes, okay, it's time to get it cut. And I go, I'm not getting it cut.
I like it. It's like a playoff beard in hockey.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for 35 years. Obviously, in retrospect, I'm a lot newer to the game, so I've had lots of luxuries. But what has changed in football handicapping over the last 35 years?
You know, I remember back, I'm originally from Cleveland, and I went to high school with Phil Steele. He publishes the North Coast Sports and the Power Sweep newsletter. And I used to run down to a local place in North Olmsted, Ohio, and order. I started off as an NBA handicapper, and I would order every newspaper from every city and have it delivered to get the information from the basketball teams. At that point, it would cost me $200-300 a week just for the local newspapers, and then they had to ship them out. And now you can get right on the internet and get them all, and it's getting to the point now where people can't charge for it because nobody wants to pay. So now the things that I used to pay $300 a week for, I get for free now.
That's great. I love it. So going into a little bit of football handicapping, this is something I've been trying to preach to people, so I'm really happy you're going to talk to me about. There's value in certain spots, but I try to tell people these primetime games are not where it's at. Tell everybody why, or if you think there's a little bit of value there, yes or no.
There is value if you're looking to go against the public. I mean, one of our colleagues, VR, Vegas Runner, he had spent a lot of time going against those in his handicapping. But in reality, when you talk to the sportsbook directors, and we've both done many shows over the years talking to sportsbook directors, they will say, we've got 80% of our action on this Sunday night game. This is huge. Or the Monday night game, as opposed to anything else going on. So anytime the lines maker knows all of his bets are going to be bet on a certain game, what do you think he's going to spend most of his time? He's not going to care about the small schools. He's not going to be working on the Louisiana Lafayette totals on a Saturday. I mean, the way to beat college football, in my mind, in the long run, is to specialize in the smaller conferences.
Absolutely. So power ratings play a really big part in football handicapping. How can your clients benefit from that?
Well, the reason I do power ratings is because I want to know where the line is going. If I make a line at like 14 and the line comes out at 10, I know pretty well where that line's going. So I know we had Cheetah was one of our handicappers last year. Excellent, great guy and excellent football handicapper. And he used to put out his plays Sunday night to his clients. And that's something that I want to do this year. I didn't do it last year. I just bet the games. But I want to get into that this year. So if you're looking to get my service for football, you'll get 3-unit plays. I'm not going to put any analysis on it because you've got to really chase those lines as soon as they come out. But at least I want to let people get a hold of those lines, the better lines at the time. And that's really what we're looking to do. So it's not only do you need to pick winners, you need to know when to bet the games, how to bet the games. And that's one of the things that I'm going to give to my clients.
That's great. I absolutely agree with you there. You have got to get good numbers, and that is where part of our issues sometimes come in is maybe we want to play the game on a Monday, but you've got to send a nice write-up and you've got to do all these things to tell people why you're backing it, where now it's Thursday and you can't give it out because the line's moved 1.5 points. So I think that's excellent value that you provide to your clients. Anything you want to finalize with your college football handicapping?
Yeah, basically I talked about giving out the plays early on the lines I think are going to move, and of course that's a lot off of the power ratings. But another thing you need to know is when to bet the games and what numbers you're looking for. So like a lot of guys, they'll give you the plays the day of the game. Now, if you're giving plays the day of the game, those lines are really bet into. They're the toughest ones to win against. What you want to do is bet as early as possible. Now, most of the time, and I've talked to a lot of the guys that run the sports books out here, if you've got a big favorite, you want to bet that game early. You got an Ohio State, you got an Oregon when they had that great offense. You know those lines are going to be up because everybody likes to bet teams that score a lot of points. So you want to get those in early, and I'll give those out earlier in the week. But if I'm looking for an underdog, I want to give that out for the most part later on in the week. Well, number one, this is touching on another video you guys talked about with Teddy a minute ago, is it's being on the same side as everybody else. I don't want to be on an underdog that everybody else has. We talked about this in videos last
Kiss of death.
a couple weeks ago. It's death. So even though I love Team A and it's an underdog I want to play, if everybody's on that underdog during the week, I'm not going to be on that underdog. So you let your chance for the favorites to go up, so you get them early, and when they're up to their highest point, that's when we come in and give out the underdog. It may be on a Wednesday, maybe on a Thursday, maybe on the day of the game, but we want to get the best numbers possible.
You guys can purchase Bryan Leonard's football package right now. If you do, you get the rest of his MLB through the World Series for free. That's a $400 value right now. Bryan is #1 at WagerTalk. Gained 130 units through baseball season. I'm still mind blown. And you play underdogs, small favorites for a majority of his selections. He's now won 60% of his baseball plays. So make sure you guys head over to WagerTalk and snag Bryan's football package. Also, give us a little thumbs up, like on the YouTube page, share with your friends, and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel.